Our student marshals, Heather Preston and Andy John Rodenhouse.
Whoever wants to be great among you must be a servant, he taught his disciples. And even in the very beginning, as God works through Abraham to form a people for himself, it is clear that our blessing is always to be found in our becoming a blessing to others. Frederick Buechner also captures this well when he says, "The place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet." Friends, you are indeed called by God. You are called into a life of meaning and joy that can only be found in something bigger than yourself.
While here, you will have opened yourself up to understanding the world in ways that were foreign to you when you first arrived at IC, and you will have achieved a breadth of perspective whose existence you probably did not suspect when you arrived. You will have opened yourself to embrace new ideas, to being comfortable with the unsettled feeling that comes from considering new ways of seeing things. Being open to new ideas doesn't mean always adopting them. It doesn't mean being a mere weather vane pointing in the direction the wind might be blowing at a given day. But it does mean being open to and even excited about the possibility of change, of incorporating new thinking into your being. I feel sure you've done exactly that while a student here at Ithaca College, and that you've done so repeatedly. It's a habit of thought that will stand you in good stead for the rest of your life.
I don't let fear rule my life, but I also use it productively. Fear is natural. Sometimes it takes more strength to be weak. In the field, fear is kind of like my guide. It's a logic meter that steers me toward making smarter decisions. Once I backed out of an interview with a warlord at the last minute because I wasn't entirely sure of his background. I felt afraid, and I have no regrets. When I return to the States from assignments like that, people ask me, "Weren't you afraid?" They almost never ask, "What did you learn?" In my experience, very well-intentioned people, your parents included, will keep warning you about the dangers of trying stuff. When you tell them your plans, they will tell you the risks. 9 out of 10 Americans live within 150 miles of where they're born. But if you spend your whole life avoiding fear, you will miss out on so many experiences. There's real journalistic and personal benefit to listening to people who you abhor. I obviously don't condone the Taliban, their violence, and their reckless murder. But I do regret not including more about their views in my film. I should have explained their radical religious interpretations and their deep ancestral grievances. For example, they told me that they're not actually against girls' education. They are against secular education. You may be thinking, who cares what the Taliban think? They shoot schoolgirls, they're evil. But opposing views don't just go away over time. We can't just zap entire ideologies from Earth, even though we try with drones.
I have the great honor to present these wonderful candidates who will be very much missed, who have fulfilled the requirements and have been duly recommended by the faculty for the degrees of Master of Science, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Fine Arts.
I'd like to invite each of you now to join me. Actually, you can't join me, mine is fixed, but join me in moving your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. Class of 2016, congratulations!